right, my name is Busiswam and welcome to Deep Talk with Ladies podcast, where we discuss issues concerning abuse, be it physical, emotional, and psychological in a romantic relationship. The aim is to raise awareness and have open conversation on issues of GBV or romantic relationship. Truth be told, women are being killed each and every day, are being beaten up, and they're stuck on those relationships that are not healthy, that are destroying them like each and every day. So maybe you're asking yourself, and then why, when Abusi, do you think you can have this conversation? Why do you think that you must have, you choose to have such podcast, Deep Talk with Ladies, and talking about such uncomfortable topics, conversation, if I may say so? Because I am the girl, the lady, or the woman that was also be involved, if I may put it like that, in an abusive relationship and emotional relationship. Yeah. And so that's why I want us to talk about those things. I know it's uncomfortable and it's not easy to put your business out there to people to know that you've been went through this. But here I am because I can say these things and I managed to escape. So I think by me coming out, coming to talk about these things, how did I escape? How was life after that? The challenges, about the difficulties that I faced during that time, and then I decided to choose myself about it's not easy, I know, and I got to understand when I was in that situation why people they keep getting back to their past partners after they being beaten up by their partners. Then I understand because now I did that, did that better, and then I'm sorry, and then I get back, and then one pin, I was like, no, it isn't supposed to be like this. Relationship, it doesn't supposed to be like this. You say you love me, you have to protect me, fight for me, and you fight me instead of fighting for me. You fight me. So that's not love. Basically, it's hate. Because we are better, and better adabete abengathi ubetha omnye umuntu enye indoda yabona engathi uyaphindisa, although you just surrendering, you're not doing anything. To just punch you as if you are just a dog. It is, you are not a person. You are just, you understand. So that's not love. I want to talk with the lady. I want to talk with a lady who's stuck in an abusive relationship. I want to give courage to put these things, the awareness, and about how did it start, and then when it started like this, it's gonna end like this. Because inyani leyo bana i-abusive relationship akaqali ngela mina kubetha ngalo. Bezikhona izinto that ebezisithi ba this person uyaye kumbetheni, but choose to ignore it. You choose to ignore it. So I want us to talk about those things, to just give awareness, to openly talk about this conversation, to help our sisters, to help our sisters out there who are stuck. It is possible to choose yourself, to get out of that relationship, to finally know your way through. But you didn't deserve to be treated like this, like a dog, like you, as if you are just a punching bag or something, like not a person. So here I am. I'm gonna tell my story, not in this video. I will tell my story, like how did it start, and then how did it and because but then, by the way, I got involved in a relationship 2020 around August, and then like every relationship I get I must be right, and then yeah, I became working. So but yeah, I'm gonna tell the full story in the following video that I will do. And so how did I escape how does that affected me, my self-esteem, everything around me personally? How does that affected me? And then how carelessly did I jump on that abusive relationship to another relationship? I mean, like, I know maybe you are judging me. Now I judge myself, because wow, why would you do that to yourself? You see, why would you jump to this relationship? Bonus with friends, and then in month now also you're in a relationship, like, and then again backpinned emotionally. It was emotional abusive relationship, guys. It was hectic. Like your kwakunzima to a point that I had to involve the police in this one. Emotional, I had to involve the police. I have to involve about like people, like that I tell her I'm facing this, I'm going through this, because it was hectic, it was so draining, it was so emotional draining. And then imagine, guys, protection order. I had to ban any protection order. But again, now this is a story. I'm gonna do the full video of how did it start, what happened really, and then how does that also affected me. Okay, let me talk about how did I came up with Deep Talk with Ladies podcast. So 2015, I remember it was 2015, the 2021, 15 September. I was sitting here, I'm at the hub, Nagalamin, and I'm we're just having conversations, and then Busi, you have to do something about your experience being in an abusive relationship. This is not it was like in the corner, someone that I have conversation with, but it was not an audible voice, like something like you have to do this, and what, and then just a name, just after that a name come, Deep Talk with Ladies podcast. I was like, okay. And then since then I started to write, because I'm a person that and then in my mind I was like, okay, those was abandoned ladies figure, and then they talk about their stories to encourage those who are still in an abusive relationship. I don't have to tell my story, they just gonna come. And then somehow food again, like that is again food, like this is not an audible voice. And someone say that you have to tell your story first, because who's gonna come here and talk to you, like ngoba kutheni xa bezoza bazothetha nawe about their experience being in an abusive relationship. And remember, this is an uncomfortable conversation. Why? So you have to tell your story first, so that people can come by as well. They are safe. They are talking to someone who has been experiencing such. I was like, no, I'm not doing this, because now I have to put my business out there. People have to know more about my business. And the last thing I want is to put my business in the world. I mean, like, even my family doesn't know about my business, more especially this business of being in an abusive relationship and emotional abusive relationship. I was like, I'm not, my sisters knew, but not really the full story, because now I'll have to tell the full story, like in details. I was like, I'm not doing it. And I put the pens down. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm not ndayeka the planning bana how nizokwenza njani ndayeka. And then kahamba ixesha. But there's something like engathi ba you have to do this, yabo. Engathi khona lento that provoked me ba when you have to do this, you have to do this. I was like, nah. And then Kona, the voice that says that this is not about you, it's about people that are going to help. I was like, okay. And then I started to write again. And yeah. Then I organized and everything. And here I am today, doing this podcast to encourage those women who are stuck in an abusive relationship. This is just an intro. Otherwise, I'm gonna do the full video and details of how that relationship started. How did it become so abusive? Like all those red flags about that I ignored. How did it affected me personally, my self-esteem, everything in me. Because truth be told, being abused, it makes up someone's life. It makes up someone's identity. Like literally everything. You understand? So we have to, now I'm gonna have this podcast and then invite the ladies who have been through this experience, being in an abusive relationship and managed to escape, to talk about these things and like to give courage to others and have such conversation with them, and not like that only one, but the plan is to have even the therapy that will talk to us as ladies in this podcast. I think that's it.